All right, then let's get the conversation started, shall we? Joining us from our Abuja studio to get a perspective of what has become a consistent and a troubled issues of engagement between herdsmen and the farmers in different communities in the country. The National Secretary of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association, Baba Othman Ingezama, joins us from our Abuja studio. Thank you, Mr. Ingezama, for your time on the program today. Let me begin by asking you, there is a statement attributed to the Miyetti Allah division of the North Central zone in the country, saying that the killings that we saw in Plateau State was as a result of the attack on 300 of their cattle, and the fact that some of the farmers were harboring cattle rustlers. Is this the situation?
Well, Shaun, you say the statement made by the zonal chairman should be credited to him. That should be his personal opinion. Because as far as Miyetti Allah is concerned, those that are authorized to make statement on behalf of the association remain the national president, my humble self, who is the national secretary, and the PRO of the association. Any other person is doing that on his own. So we don't see this as the position of Miyetti Allah generally. That should be his personal opinion as far as we are concerned. This is not our position.
What would you say is the cause of the crisis that we're seeing where over 80 people were killed in Plateau State?
I can't hear you.
The question is, so in the Miyetti Allah, the national body now, what is your assessment? What do you think happened in the killings that we saw, the incident we saw in Plateau State over the weekend?
You see, Seun, what happened in Plateau is really unfortunate and it's sad. When one considers the enormous investment this governor has been placing on security in Plateau State for the first 3 years. This is a gentleman who has put in a lot of effort in trying to bring Plateau back to a peaceful track. But today, look at this in just 2 days. Look at this. Look at what happened. We must appreciate the governor for his effort. He has tried. My branch, the Miyetti Allah branch in Plateau State, has been working closely with the government of Plateau State to try to bring peace in Plateau. And he has almost succeeded in doing that because before this happening, you find the Biromus and the Fulanis, even in the mineral exploitation fields, they work together, they do trades together, they go to the markets together. But because of this development today, we are going back to where we started again. So honestly, it's really unfortunate. The position of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeder Association remains, we sympathize with the government of Plateau State and those who have lost their own in the crisis. We sympathize with everybody and we condemn in totality what took place there. We are never a violent association. We are a peaceful association. We don't condone violence. We don't encourage it. We don't support it by whoever. So this thing that took place is sad. It's really unfortunate. We sympathize with the community of that area. We also sympathize with the government of Plateau State. It's condemnable. It's so wicked. We don't condone it. We don't like it. The position, the statement made by the zonal chairman should be credited to him. That should be his personal opinion because I believe he's an indigent of Plateau, so that should be his personal opinion. This is not the position of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeder Association.
I mean, if the zonal leadership of Miyetti Allah is making these comments about the situation, are you worried perhaps this could be the situation that escalated in the killings that we saw?
Hello?
Okay, let me put the question.
Come again.
Well, if the zonal leadership of Miyetti Allah on the ground are saying this is what caused the killings, and you at the national level are saying a different thing, don't you think they are perhaps more apprised with the situation on the ground than you do?
Well, he is a zonal chairman in charge of that zone, definitely. But Plateau has a branch chairman. Normally, when we go to the press, we have to receive a written report from our branch chairman, authenticated report, before even at the national level we pass the press, because we can't go to the press without an authentic situation. I spoke with the zonal chairman when I had this, and I said, why? Who asked you to go and make this statement? On whose behalf are you making this statement? He said he was misquoted in context by the media. I said, well, that should be your problem. Go and sort it out with them. If you are misquoted, let them apologize in writing for us to know that you are misquoted. But this position that we made is never a position of our association, and we have never mandated you in any way to go and pace the press and tell,
you.
and tell the world our
Mr.
position.
Ngezama, if I may quickly put this to you, just a moment. Why do some of your members carry arms?
Hello?
Okay, the question is that there are reports about some of your members who carry ammunition, who carry arms, AK-47. Why do they do so?
That should be an allegation, because we consider whoever is carrying a dangerous weapon a criminal. The traditional weapon our members carry are stick, cutlass, and knife. And you know what this is used for. They use the cutlass to cut plant trees for their cows. They use the stick to control their cows. They use the knife to slaughter their cow or sheep when it's want to die. So these are the weapons that we know an average peaceful pastoralist should be holding. Whoever is holding a dangerous weapon up to the level of an AK-47 gun, we consider that person to be a criminal as far as we are concerned. Because we know these are prohibited ammunition arms that are not supposed to be held by any other person other than the authorities, the security operatives. Apart from those, we don't think it is allowed for anybody in this country to hold a dangerous weapon up to the level of an AK-47 for a peaceful person to hold it. We don't think whoever is holding this, we consider this person to be a criminal. Look, what people don't know, our members, who you call the herdsmen, are at the receiving end of all these crises, because they are not spared by the pastoralist crisis today in the country, and they are not also spared by cattle rustling. Today we lost about 2 million cows as a result of cattle rustling in the country. Who are the owners of the cows? They are the pastoralists. Those hungry-looking, emaciated guys you see going with the cows are the real owners of those cows. The cows are not owned by any big personality in the city. They are the real owners of those cows. They got the cows through inheritance from their fathers. When they die, it is shared according to the Islamic inheritance sharing.
Mr. Ngezama, we need to take a break. Sorry if I need to butt in now. We need to take a break. And when we come back, we dissect more in a situation in the aftermath of the killings in Plateau State. Join us again, everyone.